Hey, you guys, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. I had some technical difficulties. Hey, let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you are tuning in from. I'm excited about today. Come on. You all, I apologize. Listen, when I tell you, this is how you know when something is getting ready to make a major impact. All hell breaks loose. And that's literally what's been happening. So you guys come on in. Come on in. And let's get started. So today we're talking about healing, but not just healing together. And I wanted to take some time and come on. I've got the link included. Hey, Sheila from Tampa, how are you? I've got the link included in the description for registration for tonight's Let's Heal Together, how to start your self-healing journey. We have created a space. We have created a space where we are allowing people to heal together, men and women to heal together, mothers and daughters to heal together, fathers and sons to heal together, families to be able to come in and heal together. Really, this is a space where we are working to make it possible for us to be able to face ourselves, right? Because a big part of healing, especially self-healing, is facing yourself. You've got to be able to face yourself. You've got to be able to look at yourself. You've got to be able to see what's going on in your life. Listen, you see what I'm saying? I promise you, this is how it's been going, right? One thing after another. But I will not be deterred because healing is so important. And I don't want us to miss this. So tonight at 7 p.m. from 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing our, Coach Eric Shaw Sr. and I will be doing our How to Start Your Journey to Self-Healing workshop tonight. It is a free workshop. It's absolutely free. Share it with a friend. The results from the last one were amazing. People were talking about it. People's lives were impacted. People started their healing processes. And we were watching people have changed lives as a result of it. And so we want you guys to be able to participate that and to be able to experience that. Hold on, let me go ahead and share this with some other people. And you guys share the broadcast, It ended up getting deleted. Listen, when I tell you, if it ain't one thing, it's another, right? But I want you guys to not miss this. I don't want you guys to miss this. I don't want you guys not to be able to be a part of this because this whole process of healing, what tends to happen is, typically it's women who focus on healing. Women focus on healing. Women focus on their healing and they get healed, but they're in a relationship with a man who is not healed and who is not interested in healing, right? They're not prepared for it. They don't feel like it's manly. And so we find ourselves in a situation where the women are getting healed, but the men are not. And so now the relationship doesn't really move forward like it needs to move forward because of that. We don't have to do that, though. It does not have to be that way. We can choose to change the dynamic. We can choose to change what happens. We can choose that. It is our choice. And so we do that by making conscious decisions to create spaces for us to heal together, spaces for us to engage one another, spaces for us to experience one another in ways that promote self-healing, not ways that attack one another, not ways that make one gender feel bad and another gender feel good, or have things be one-sided. Listen, I'm not interested in that. Coach E is not interested in that. We really want to create a space where we can just really look at ourselves. And that's the key. We're creating a space where you can look at yourself each individually and then see what is it that you need to do in order to get the healing that you desire. What is it that you need to do to get the healing that you desire? So when we do that, then we position ourselves to be able to create solid family foundations. We position ourselves to be able to create situations that allow us to grow together, situations that will produce the fruit that we want to produce, a steady, stable family. One of the things that creates such a struggle in the African American community is often the lack of a stable family foundation. And it doesn't mean that mama and daddy have to be together in order for there to be a stable and steady foundation. No, but we've got to learn how to create that space. And the only way we can do that is by healing. If we fail to heal, then we will not be able to do what we need to do for our next generations. And those next generations need to see healing. They need to see what a healed relationship looks like, what healed people look like. We need to do that. So when we fail to do that, we create a space that doesn't allow that to show up. So we created a space where we can heal together, where we can experience growth together, where we can just get the journey started. Because sometimes I just don't know how to start. I know I need healing. I know that I still have damage from past relationships, but I don't know how to start. So as you look at your life and you look at your journey, what is the question that you would ask as it relates to healing? What is the question that you would ask as it relates to healing? I'm gonna let y'all talk to me for a minute. What do you need to know? Do you feel like you have people in your life who still are in need of healing? They have some wounds, some trauma that they've not healed from. Do you have some wounds and trauma that you've not healed from? Like, where are we in this journey? And how do we get from where we are to where we want to be? It seems really simple, but the reality is we have blocks. Our mind automatically goes into protection mode. And this is something that I'm going to kind of touch on tonight. Our mind, our brain is designed to protect us. Anything that threatens us, our brain is designed to shut it down, stop it, so that we cannot be hurt. We don't want to be hurt. If it looks like it might injure us in any way, like we might be uncomfortable or whatever, then our brain will automatically begin to shut down. We have to figure out, how do I get on the other side of that? How do I get on the other side of that? How do I get on the other side of my brain trying to protect me from what I need, which is healing? How do we do that? We have to figure that out. Let me do this real quick. I'm gonna see if I can get some more people on, because I don't want us to miss this. Hey, Robert, how are you, friend? It's good to see you. Good to see you. And I don't see, this is what I'm talking about. My live is not even working on my other account. See, but listen, nonetheless, this is what I know. I know that what God is doing, the enemy can't stop. As much as he wants to stop it, as much as he would desire to stop it, he cannot stop it. It's not possible. God's plan is way too big for that. See, messages didn't even send. See, this is what I'm talking about. Listen, I'm telling you, but that's okay, because I'm telling you that God is doing what? A new thing. And shall it not spring forth? It shall spring forth. So I'm just going to tell you guys like this. This journey of self-healing is one that I've been on intensely for almost a year now. I went into a place where I was like, listen, I want to create the life that I desire, but I know the only way to create that is to really look at my life, really deal with the things that I've gone through in my life, really face some things and figure out what I need to do to move forward. So God has had me on this journey of healing. And as I've been on the journey, I met Coach E, and he helped me to take another leap in that journey. Now, let me tell you why that's important. There are lots of things that you can do on your own by yourself, right? But sometimes you just need a little extra help. and that's really what he was for me. He was that extra help that I needed. He did for me what I do for other people. And when you get to the place where you finally have someone that can do for you what you do for others, it allows you to be stretched, allows you to move beyond the confines of what you know, of what you've previously experienced, and to go outside of your comfort zone. So he really took me outside of my comfort zone in just looking at me, in examining myself, my choices, my behaviors, my why. My why. When you begin to understand your why, then you can begin to really look at what you've done, the choices that you've made a little differently, because you know why you made them. Once you know why you made the decisions that you made, then you can make the necessary adjustments to your behavior. Unfortunately, many times we don't know why. We think we know why. We have a why that is palatable, which means that it's one that we can accept, right? But it's not necessarily the real why. So when you learn why you've made the choices that you've made in your life, in relationships, when you understand why things haven't worked out for you, when you understand why, then what that does is it allows you to be able to predict what's going to happen, what caused this, right? So in psychology, we teach, when we talk about the scientific method, that you want to be able to identify, understand, explain, predict, and then you can control, right? Identify, understand, explain, predict, and then you can control it. Anything you can do those things with, then you can change your outcome, right? So if you don't like the outcome that you're getting, you can change it, but it requires you to go through a process. And that means that you got to be able to identify what's going on, understand what's going on, like understand why is this happening, et cetera, explain it, right? Then you can predict when it's going to happen again, right? Under these particular circumstances, this is likely to happen. And then you can control it, which means that you can change it or allow it to go forward. I know I found myself, there are patterns that we have in our life, and we have patterns for a reason. Patterns provide us with structure, right? And so there was a pattern that I identified in my life, and I saw myself following a pattern. I said, whoa, no, that's not what we're doing. And I had to go back and regroup and say, no, I don't want to fall into this pattern again. It is a trap, right? We naturally desire to do what is familiar. We naturally desire to do what is familiar, what has worked in the past. Our old coping mechanisms begin to come up, right? And we begin to use them again. So we have to consciously choose to do something different. Have to consciously choose that. So tonight we're going to talk about how you start your healing journey, how you began to do those things that I just talked about. Identify, explain, understand, explain, predict, and control your behavior. That's how you create change in your life. When you're able to do that, you can create change. And that's what self-healing is about. When I tell you that we created a space where we can heal together, and I call this Let's Heal Together for a reason, very often you will hear women talk about healing, or you will hear men talk about healing, but rarely do you see women and men both talking about healing together. Why? Because we don't want to be made vulnerable around each other. We don't want to be vulnerable to each other. Men don't want to be vulnerable around women. Women don't want to be vulnerable around men, right? Often that's because someone has misused our vulnerability. But imagine having a space where we can be vulnerable and grow together, where we can watch each other grow and transform, where we can see that, listen, there are some men out there who want to heal. There are women out there that want to heal, and we can begin to understand a lot of what's going to happen tonight. You're going to begin to understand some things based on things that other people share. You're going to be able to understand some things based on what other people share. So in their sharing, you're suddenly beginning to understand, oh, that's why this person did this. Oh, that's why, they responded in that way, or at least it could be why they responded in that way. And so that's what we're creating, a space where you can even learn from those who are in the group, in the class, in the workshop, in the session with you tonight. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 to 9. Block out that time because we're going to go in, we're going to share, we're going to talk about this healing process, and you're going to see some people start their journey to healing, right? We won't be able to get to everybody, but we're going to have some people that will be able to start the journey to healing in the actual class. So what you need to do to be a part of this, what you need to do to participate is you need to go to, let me get it. bit.ly/, oh, that's free stuff here. Hold on. Let me fix that. Because that will not get you there. That will not. Hold on. But it is correct in the top. Hold on. All right. bit.ly/free self-heal 2. Make sure you put the 2 on the end. http://free bit.ly/free self-heal 2. Be sure to put the 2. Now, that's going to allow you to register for the class. Now, we've got 2 options. We've got an option that's an absolutely free option. There's no charge for it. You can come and you can participate. We also have an option where you can set up a VIP session where you get an hour where you are able to work with us one-on-one, and we can work through you getting started on your healing journey. Now, listen, I encourage you, if you can only do the free, do the free. Like, it's no big deal. But if you want that more intense experience, schedule for a VIP so that you'll be able to take advantage of that. Either way, we just want you in the room, and we want you to share this. Share this with your friends. Share this with your loved ones. If you're in a relationship, share this with your significant other. Come do it together. Come experience it together. Who knows? It could be the thing that creates a major change in not only your life, but in your relationship. If you don't have a relationship, but you want a relationship, I really suggest that you come check it out, because there's nothing worse than going into a relationship not healed. Because then what you do is you bring your wounds, they bring their wounds, and then, you begin to inflict wounds upon each other, not intentionally. You don't do it to damage the other person, but it happens, right? And so we want to create a space where we can begin to develop loving, healthy, healed relationships. And we do that by starting with self. So let's get this healing. Let's make it happen. You guys go to http://bit.ly/free self-heal, the number 2, and register. Listen, if you're not able to attend live, what you can do is go ahead and register, and we'll send you the replay after tonight's class. It'll be probably tomorrow when I send it out, but I want to be able to get people in. I want people to be able to experience it so that you all can see for yourself what God is desiring to do in our lives. Let's heal together, and let's walk this thing out together, and let's change our lives, our families, and our community together. And let's move beyond the hurt, the wounds, and the damage of the past together, because together we win, right? Together we dominate. The word says it like this: 1 can put 1,000 to flight, but 2 can put 10,000 to flight. So let's get in our 10,000 to flight mode, and let's make it happen. Listen, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Be sure to go register. It's absolutely free. How to start your self-healing journey tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't be there live, register for the replay. Go ahead and register and you can get the replay. But if you can be there live, do everything in your power to be there live, because I'm telling you, there's nothing like the live experience. Like, it's still going to be good. It's just not the same as witnessing it live and having the opportunity to start your journey there in the session. So make sure you go register. Listen, share it with a friend, share it with your friends, and listen, know this, that I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an absolutely amazing and incredible day. Oh, at 12:15 today, Coach E and I are going to come on, and we're going to share some more about what we're doing. And you'll get a chance to meet the man himself, Coach Eric Shaw, Coach E, executive leadership coach, head football coach, former NFL player, and author, as we begin to share how we're taking this journey together and what it is that we're doing with creating this space. Love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have a great day. Mwah.